It's time for baseball on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Danny Freeman gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League.
In batting average, without a doubt, the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Jerko is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, we learned in spring training this is an organizational mission. To lead the league in walks, create constant pressure on the pitcher, drive his pitch count up, foul off that tough 2-strike pitch, find ways to create opportunities to score runs. This team is a nightmare for the opposing pitcher to deal with.
Sogard is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. At the plate, Mookie Betts. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Fielded by Sogard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. So here's Cody Bellinger, and as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
That is it. The first baseman, Max Muncy.
Next up is Max Muncy. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Corey Seager, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Corey Seager.
The bouncer to the left side, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Stem is swung on and missed for strike 1.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line and
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Zach McKinstry. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
The second baseman, Zach McKinstry.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
What an awesome matchup we got right here. The game has certainly gone young in recent years, and here's two of the great young superstars in our sport fighting not only in this moment, but probably for Rookie of the Year contention.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Now batting, Alex Wood. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
In now, Justin Turner.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And it's fouled away. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Danny Freeman. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The pitcher, Danny Freeman.
Hi, big guy. Stay hot up there.
And the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away. Ready for another chance? Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Knuckleball, 1-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. And he struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Here's Mookie Betts.
Now batting.
As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now.
The right fielder.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike 2. Bellinger is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Whew, that was the radar gun.
The 0-1 delivery. Ball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see there that they're currently ranked 3rd best in that category in the NL. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop Corey Seager. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Oh, and he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now to the plate, Will Smith,
The catcher,
as he looks at a
Will
fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Freeman.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. They look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit to third. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now to the plate, Alex Wood comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Alex Wood goes down for out number 2 in the top half. To the plate now, Justin Turner.
Now batting.
As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They trail this one 1-0. standing in, Chris Taylor. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes. 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by it.
Popped him up. Jerko waits on it. 1 down. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts.
Now back.
Here comes the first pitch.
Mookie.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Mookie Betts goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. And he fouls this one off. No hits to this point.
Hey, come on now.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail 1-0. So stepping in, Danny Freeman. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in, Max Muncy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Max Muncy becomes the first out of the inning. At the plate, Corey Seager, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking him up.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Into the box, Will Smith. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Zach McKinstry, and they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Here you go, guys. Let's
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Sogard is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. A.J. Pollock will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 11, A.J. Pollock.
And it's fouled away. He'll enter play here at 323. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Stepping in now Justin Turner, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, 2 away.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
2.
Grounded back up the middle. Sogard has it, and no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving. Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that...
9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Danny Freeman records the victory, his 13th of the year, and recorded 19 strikeouts in this ball game. Alex Wood to settle with the law. That does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance at Miller Park this afternoon, 41,900. The Brewers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles. It's Orioles baseball, and it's coming up next. Asher Wojciechowski starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
So digging in now, Gary Morgan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Orioles, the right fielder.
And now pitch on the way.
Morgan.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here.
Outs.
Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches. And send him packing without much problem.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Here comes another 0-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
Ball, that's inside. Hey,
wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still no score. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first, here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Junior.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Bottom of the second here with no score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Austin Hayes, the next to bat, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Freeman isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at it.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score. In now for the O's, Andrew Velasquez, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. Yelich is under it. 1 out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Braun. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Pitch is popped up. Jerko has a play, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in, Gary Morgan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Behind 0-2 now. This one's down to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And here's Renato Nunez. Fouled away. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. The batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Ball one.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Through 4, still tied. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. So striding forward now, Anthony Santander. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Standing in now, Austin Hayes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And now a pitch on the way. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Andrew Velasquez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Grounded to short. Scooped up. And that's the first out.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Rio Ruiz is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Ruiz, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Rio Ruiz goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. In now, Pedro Severino.
Now batting.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Leading off the inning, Gary Morgan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Digging in once again, Hanser Alberto. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. This is on the ground over to first. There is Jerko, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Settling in now, Renato Nunez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Whoa, that's down.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. 8th inning coming up. The Brewers lead this one 2-0. Ready now, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, and with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Anthony Santander. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Yelich is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail here 4-0. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Andrew Velasquez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
On the ground to third. And he's retired, 1 away. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Rio.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Reined in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow. Digging in now, Pedro Severino. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Fouled off. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Brewers, 4 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 20 runners on base. For the Orioles, no runs on no hits, 1 error. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.